All right, guys, that's what you would call a tactical retreat. Just out of breath, just walked upstairs. Essentially got defeated yesterday because what is he even saying? He doesn't even know. The belt was too big, right? It's too big for the rig. Don't eat the dust, man. Let's go down. Okay, so basically I got a little disheartened, as it were, right? So I ended up going in town and I found a kit full of shit. Kit full of shite. Shite kite. Flying around, getting struck by shitening. So basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna put everything from the shite kit of shit into this. That guy. Okay, so you're inside the door thing there. Just like before, little tab in here. Pop that guy, pop this guy too. Get him up like that. Drop the screw driller on the floor. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Okay, so first things first, there's 2 tabs here. Pop them, right? Bam, got her. This guy coming up here, ground strap there, got him. Then see how these tabbers come out? There's a couple of screws that were in there. Undid them yesterday, right? Remember? There's 2 screws on the inside. The drum's gonna fall down a bit, but that's all right. Take off this yellow guy here. Okay, so there's connectors here. These guys we're gonna want to be disconnected, unconnected. It's not like a gong. It's misfitting because this is a gong show. Probably could use a set of scissors up here for that, but show you a little trick. You don't need scissors. You just jam this in there and you just twist till she breaks, guys. That's how you get zippers off. Okay, so we'll remember to re-zip tie that for sure, right? This guy was disconnected already, so he doesn't need to be reconnected later. This guy come off there and that guy come off there like that. And then we're gonna replace this stuff on the top. This. It's all mangled. If yours is looking like this, it's mangled. Also, this bulb's burnt out. We got a new one. Okay, let's do that after. Let's set that guy aside. To the land beyond. The land beyond's just behind the light there. So, like I was saying before, there's a little ball in the back of this. All you gotta do is pull up and go forward. Peep, no, come on, Pete, can't be in there. Not safe. Don't go there, Pete. So up and out like that. And then with a little bit of wiggling, guys, out she comes. As you can see on the back there, there's some blue grease that I put on there yesterday, but that was before I realized I was gonna be replacing this stuff. So as with any repair, it's always pertinent to check the parts that you got ahead of time, right? So we got new ones of these little nylon sliders that go on the top of the thing I was telling you about. The new back bearing, it says kit. I think this is the light bulb there, yeah. Got the new belt, that's gonna be right. And then I got another roller too, because I realized this thing sucks. We're gonna do a new one of those too. All right, hopefully the cats will leave me be for long enough that I can get at this. My keepies. Go away, Koopy. Koopy, come on. Okay, so on the back here, on the other side of that, is that. You gotta undo those 2 screws, and you'll be replacing this piece there. This guy, and of course the bearing itself. Oh, now the magnet's stuck. Okay, so I'm gonna take the screws out of the other side, but first I gotta get the right size, guys. 5/16. I'm hoping the cat's interest will die down over time. It looks like Koopy's already has kind of died down a little. Right, Keepies? Peep's over there, she's up to no good, obviously. Peep. So let's undo these rat bastardos. So that's 1. And that's 2, guys. It's a good thing I chose to replace this actually, because I don't know how much you can see of it, but on the inside there, there's some grooves that are supposed to be there for grease, and they're just gone. They've just vanished. There's a little ball bearing I noticed that came out of the other one. Hopefully there's a replacement guy in this kit. If not, we're gonna have to reuse them. Do you see those grooves in there? If yours doesn't have grooves, that's not good. Gonna have to replace it, guys. Or don't. See if I care. So I just put a little bit of grease in there and I put the old ball in there. So this is gonna go on the back side. I'm gonna hold that ball on, and then the concave side there is gonna be coming out facing like that because it's angled in such a way that these screws will be received by it. So it goes like that. This on the other side. So I started them both by hand. Don't have to go crazy on it, right? That's your guy there. And see how that little retaining ball is being pushed into place by that other thing now? That is supposed to lock the arm of the other thing in, I think. So now I'm gonna apply grease to that. Luckily the kit came with some Frigidaire company high temperature lubricant. Got some gloves. And I'm just gonna apply it by hand on this, guys. But I'm also gonna apply it by hand on this, guys. Put a little bit around this. It's the new guy. So I'm gonna put some on there, and I'm gonna put some on there. Gobbed her on there. Gobbed her. It's probably too much. Okay, what I've decided is I'm gonna squish it into these cracks here as well. So that part's done. Let's do this tub maneuver. So here's the old one. It's a bit worn down, not really though. The other part of it was way more dickered. Anyway, the screws on this side gotta come off in order to get that off. So that's our maneuver. Oh, a lot of grunts, a lot of noises going, guys. Just like that. So they came with new ones, so I'm just gonna throw away these guys. So he's gonna go like that. Why did he grease it first, guys? Why didn't he grease it after, guys? Oh, came with a new bearing ball. I'm gonna have to take that other part apart or just pull it out the back and shove this one in. I'll probably do that. That's probably easier. I didn't realize. Should have looked. Yeah, I can't reach. If I hold that there. Okay, let's see if that works. All I need is to get one screw in, guys. Okay, that's got her balanced precariously for now. 2 minutes of that, eh? Guys, why did I put grease on there? It's not fun. I think we got her. Might be stripped. Little Mexican Loctite. Okay, another thing we got is this guy. And that's because the old one had a ridge in there. So operation replace the rig is underway. Coming in from the other side. New one, old one. Spring. I just pulled that off for now. Probably do with a little bit of grease on there. So I'm going to do it on that one. So I'm going to take some of this grease again. And I'm just going to lightly do that, guy. This shouldn't be moving very much, but some grease is better than no grease sometimes. Just leave it like that for the meantime. So that's how you replace that pulley there. I know I said it already, but you got that knobbard and you got this receptacle. You see how it'll slide in there and then down, and then that little retainer ball will hold it in there. That's the play that we're making next. Putting it back in. I gotta re-grease that thing because obviously I wiped it all off in a fit of rage. Okay, so now it's gonna go back in. So I got this guy going. And you're gonna lift it until it sits in that little groove. Then we're gonna grab our yellow guy. Use the loudest thing you can whenever you're doing jobs. You want everybody to know what you're doing when you're doing jobs. Impact screw driller instead of using other kind of screw drillers. By the way, let me just mention, there's a bit of a delay on these coming out, but we're up 4 scuba divers already, guys. So we're up to 79 scuba divers. We're almost at 80 scuba divers. That's pretty great considering. I don't know what it's considering, but it's considering something. Let's not forget the whole reason why we got in here. Yeah, it turned into a rebuild, right? It always does. Got the right belt. If it's too big, so help. Let's not even say it. You're just gonna run it around facing the same direction and then gonna kind of loosely wiggle it over. And just drape it there for now, because now we got to replace this felt maneuvers, and that's going to be sucking. I can already tell because it involves glue, guys, and glue's sucking. Like I was saying, take the part out of the bag to make sure it's not mangled. This is a high temp adhesive, probably caustic, probably not good, probably all sorts of badness. There's probably instructions too. Probably should have done the bottom foamy too, now that I'm thinking about it. I think the top's more important just because I don't have the bottom one, so that makes it easier. So before we put the new one on, we obviously have to take the old one off. So that's where we start. While I'm down here, here's that bulb I was talking about. It goes in there. I'm gonna do that right now. Little Christmas tree bulb. A bulb in the trees. My head got cut off. No. With any incandescent guy, try not to get your finger goo, your oils on it. It'll reduce the life of it, right? Oil causes it to heat up unevenly and break by proxy, right? Just saying that, I don't know, guys. So I screwed that guy in there, put the cover back on. There we go. Okay, so this is not good. We gotta get all this gunk off there, the glue and this. So I'm going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe a wire brush or something. I'll try wire brushing it. Okay, I'm back. So I'll show you what happened. So as you can see there, I ended up taking a craft knife to her. Kind of gummed her up a little bit, guys. Kind of scratched her. It says not to expose the paint, but it says not to expose the paint, but what are you gonna do, right? Probably not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything. Gonna just leave it. Hope for the best. Anyway, so we're gonna put some glue on here. This kind of thing's coming up a bit there. So I'm gonna put some underneath there too on either side. And then these little tabbers, see how it sticks up a bit? That's gonna be going facing that way because that's the way it came off. I have also grabbed these, and what I'm gonna use them for is holding this down so I don't have to hold it while the glue hardens. Just do that. So where's the glue? High temp lube. Glue. The glue was on the floor. The glue was on the floor. Somebody call me. The glue was on the floor. So I have no idea how much to put on here, but definitely probably gonna overdo it. Whoa, it's already coming out of there, guys. So I'm just gonna kind of smear it around. Doesn't tell you to do that, but just to make sure it's got a good coverage. And before it hardens, we're just gonna jam this guy on there and then hit him with our clips. And I'm just making sure that it's kind of being held against this too. Just like that, guys, yes. So I guess we just wait now. Okay, I'm back. It's been, who knows? Who knows how long it's been? Probably 5-10 minutes, something like that. Okay, so take those guys off of there now. That should be on there well enough to stay. Oh, it's pretty well glued right on now. Well, of course it is. It's got glue. Why wouldn't it be glued right on? So now we're going to connect these guys, and then we're going to lift this to line up with that, and then we're going to tension the belt. So let's gotta go in there and lift up the drum. See how it's sitting in there? That's looking good now. Weird, there's a connector in the middle that doesn't have a connector on that side. This guy was disconnected already, so he doesn't need to be reconnected later. That's weird. Weird stuff. These could be going either way. Oh no, they got a direction there. We'll get the zip tie on there after. So there's a screw on the front here, and there's another one on this side there. So I'll put those on, and then we'll tension the belt. So now we're on to the final steps. I got the belt lined up here. I'm gonna tighten it down there. So here's the belt-a-roo. wrap him around the bottom. I think he goes this way. Okay. See how that works? Just gonna swing this guy under, get him attached. And now we've got tension. See that maneuver? All right, guys. Got her. This is what I really wanted, guys. I wanted to rebuild it. So that guy's on there. Now all that's left to do is put the lid on after put a zip tie to hold that thing back because we got rid of that one zip tie, right? And then shuffle this off to the side and then we're gonna be on to this guy. Oh, hi, Keepies. Koopy. Yes, Koopy. Oh, little capies. Well, all right then. I'm just gonna put the rest of this maneuver together, then we'll get onto this guy. One more thing. What Koopy's looking at there, don't forget to put this cover on here so your cats don't get in there. It goes like that. Like, favorite, subscribe.